Hari Om Tat Sat. Tonight I'm going to read Book 9, Chapter 26, on the narration of Savitri in the Maha Devi Bhagavatam. Om Vakratunda Mahakaya Kotisuri. Om Guru. Hari Om Tat Sat. Narada said, I have heard the anecdote of Tulasi. Now describe in detail the history of Savitri. Savitri is considered as the mother of the Vedas. Why was she born in days gone by? By whom was she first worshipped and subsequently also? Narayana said, O Muni, she was first worshipped by Brahma. Next, the Vedas worshipped her. Subsequently, the learnt men worshipped her. Next, the king Asvapati worshipped her in India. Next, the 4 Varnas caste worshipped her. Narada said, O Brahman, who is that Asvapati? What for did he worship? When the Devi Savitri became adorable by all, by which persons was she first worshipped and by which persons subsequently? Narayana said, O Muni, the king Asvapati reigned in Bhadradesa, rendering his enemies powerless and making his friends painless. He had a queen very religious. Her name was Malati. She was like a second Lakshmi. She was barren and desirous of an issue. She, under the instruction of Vasishta, duly worshipped Savitri with devotion, but she did not receive any vision nor any command. Therefore she returned home with a grievous heart. Seeing her sorry, the king consoled her with good words and himself accompanied her to Puskara with a view to perform tapas to Savitri with devotion, and being self-controlled, practiced tapasya for 100 years. Still he could not see Savitri, but voice came to him. An incorporeal celestial voice reached his ears. Perform japam. Repeat 10 lakhs of Gayatri Mantram. At this moment, Parasara came up there. The king bowed down to him. The Muni said, O king, 1 japa of Gayatri destroys the days of sin. 10 japams of Gayatri destroy day and night sins. 100 Gayatri japams destroy 1 month's sins. 1000 japams destroy 1 year's sins. 1 lakh Gayatri japams destroys the sins of the present birth, and 10 lakh Gayatri japams destroy the sins of other births. 100 lakh of japams destroy the sins of all their births. If 10 times that, i.e. 1000 lakhs, be done, then liberation is obtained. Now the method how to make japam: make the palm of the right hand like a snake's hood. See that the fingers are all close, no holes are seen, and make the ends of the fingers bend downwards. Then, being calm and quiet and with one's face eastward, practice japam. Then count from the middle of the ring, nameless finger, and go on counting right-handed with the hands of the watch till you come to the bottom of the index finger. This is the rule of counting by the hand. O king, the rosary is to be of the seed of white lotus or of the crystals. It should be consecrated and purified. Japam is to be done then in a sacred tirtha or in a temple. Becoming self-controlled, one should place the rosary on a banyan leaf or on a lotus leaf and smear it with cow dung. Wash it, uttering Gayatri mantra, and over it perform 100 times Gayatri Japam intently in accordance with the rules, or wash it with panchagavya, milk, curds, clarified butter, cow urine and cow dung, and then consecrate it well. Then wash it with the Ganges water and perform best the consecrations. O Rajasri, then perform 10 lakhs of japam in due order. Thus the sins of your 3 births will be destroyed, and then you will see the Devi Savitri. O king, do this japam being pure every day in the morning, midday, and in the evening. If one be impure and devoid of sandhya, one has no right to do any action, or even if one performs an action, one does not get any fruit thereby. He who does not do the morning sandhya and the evening sandhya is driven away from all the Brahmanic karmas, and he becomes like Sudras. He who does sandhya 3 times throughout his life becomes like the sun by his lustre and brilliance of tapas. What more than this? The earth is always purified by the dust of his feet. The Dvija who does his sandhya bandhanam and remains pure becomes energetic and liberated while living. By his contact, all the tirthas become purified. All sins vanish away from him as snakes fly away from the sight of Garuda. The Dvija who becomes void of sandhya 3 times a day, the Devas do not accept his worship, nor the Pitris accept his pindas. He who has no bhakti towards the Mula Prakriti, who does not worship the specific seed mantra of Maya, and who does not hold festivities in honor of Mula Prakriti, know him verily to be an Ajagara snake without poison, devoid of the Vishnu mantra, devoid of the 3 sandhyas, and devoid of the fasting on the Ekadasi Titi, the 11th clay of the fortnight. The Brahmin becomes a snake devoid of poison. The vile Brahmin who does not like to take the offerings dedicated to Hari, and who does the washerman's work and eats the food of Sudra and drives the buffaloes, becomes a snake devoid of poison. The Brahmin who burns the dead bodies of the Sudras becomes like a man who is the husband of an unmarried girl. The Brahmin who also becomes a cook of a Sudra becomes a snake void of poison. The Brahmin who accepts the gifts of a Sudra, who performs the sacrifice of a Sudra, and who lives as clerks and warriors becomes like a snake void of poison. The Brahmin who sells his daughter, who sells the name of Hari, or eats the food of a woman who is without husband and son, as well as of one who has just bathed after her menstruation period, becomes like a serpent void of poison. The Brahmin who takes the profession of pimps and pampers and lives on the interest is also like a serpent void of poison. The Brahmin who sleeps even when the sun has risen, eats fish, and does not worship the Devi is also like a poisonless serpent. Thus, stating all the rules of worship in order, the best of the Munis told him the dhyanam, etc., of the Devi Savitri, what he wanted. Then he informed the king of all the mantras and went to his own ashrama. The king then worshipped accordingly and saw the Devi Savitri and got boons. Narada said, "What is the Savitri's dhyan? What are the modes of her worship? What is the stotra, mantra, and the parasara what is stotra mantra that Parasara gave to the king before he went away? And how did the king worship, and what boon did he get? This great mystery, grand and well renowned in the Srutis about Savitri. I am desirous to hear in brief on all the points." Narayana said, "On the 13th day, the Trayodasi Tithi of the black fortnight in the moon Jesta or on any other holy period, the 14th day, the Chaturdasi Tithi, this vow is to be observed with great care and devotion. 14 fruits and 14 plates will offer with offerings of food on them. Flowers and incense are to be offered. This vow is to be observed for 14 years consecutively. Garments, holy threads, and other articles are also offered, and after the vrat is over, the Brahmins are to be fed. The lucky pot, Mangal Ghat, is to be located duly according to the rules of worship with branches and fruits. Ganesha, Agni, Vishnu, Shiva, and Siva are to be worshipped duly. In that Ghat, Savitri is to be next invoked and worshipped. Now here, the Dhyanam of Savitri, as stated in the Madhyan Dina Saka, as well as the Stotra, the modes of worship, and the mantra, the giver of all desires. I meditate and adore that Savitri, the mother of the Vedas, of the nature of Pranava Om, whose color is like the burnished gold, who is burning with Brahma Teja, the fire of Brahma, effulgent with thousands and thousands of rays of the midday summer sun, who is of a smiling countenance, adorned with jewels and ornaments, wearing a celestial garment, purified and uninflammable by fire, and ready to grant blessings to her bhaktas, who is the bestower of happiness and liberation, who is peaceful and the consort of the creator of the world, who is all wealth and the giver of all riches and prosperity, who is the presiding deity of the Vedas, and who is the Vedas incarnate. I meditate on thee. Thus reciting the Dhyanam mantra and meditating on her, one is to offer naivedyas, offerings of food, to her, and then place one's fingers on one's head. One is to meditate again and then invoke the Devi within the pot. One should next present 14 things, uttering proper mantras according to the Vedas. Then one must perform special puja and chant hymns to the Devi and worship her. The 14 articles of worship are as under: Seat, asan, to water for washing feet; Padya, offering of rice and durba grass; Argya, water for bath; Snaniya, anointment with sandal paste and other scents; Anulipana, incense; Dhupa, lights; Deepa, offerings of food; Naivedya, petals; Tambul, cool water; garments; ornaments; garlands; scents; offerings of water to sip; and beautiful bedding. While offering these articles, one is to utter the mantras. This beautiful wooden or golden seat, giving spiritual merits, is being offered to me, is being offered by me to thee. This water from the tirthas, this holy water for washing thy feet, pleasant, highly meritorious, pure, and as an embodiment of puja, is being offered by me to thee. This holy argya with durba grass and flowers and the pure water in the conch shell is being offered to me, to thee, as a work of initial worship. The sweet scented oil and water being offered by me to thee with devotion for thy bathing purposes. Kindly accept these. O Mother, the sweet scented water, divine like, highly pure and prepared of kumkuma and other scented things, I offer to thee. O Parameshwari, this all auspicious, all good and highly meritorious, this beautiful dhupa, kindly take. O world mother, this is very pleasant and sweet scented. Therefore I offer this to thee. O mother, this light manifesting all this universe and the seed, as it were, to destroy the darkness, is being offered by me to thee. O Devi, kindly accept this delicious offering of food, highly meritorious, appeasing hunger, pleasant, nourishing, and nourishing and pleasure giving. This betel is scented with camphor, etc. Nice, nourishing, and pleasure giving. This is being offered by me to thee. This water is nice and cool, appeasing the thirst and the life of the world. So kindly accept this. O Devi, kindly accept this silken garment as well as the garment made of karpasa cotton, beautifying the body and enhancing the beauty. Kindly accept these golden ornaments decked with jewels, highly meritorious, joyous, beauteous, and prosperous. Kindly accept these fruits, yielding fruits of desires obtained from various trees and of various kinds. Please have this garland, all auspicious and all good, made of various flowers, beauteous and generating happiness. O Devi, kindly accept this sweet scent, highly pleasing and meritorious. Please take this sindura, the best of the ornaments, beautifying the forehead, highly excellent and beautiful. Kindly accept this holy and meritorious threads as purified by the Vedic mantrams and made of highly holy threads and knitted with highly pure knots. Uttering thus, offer the above articles that are to be offered to the Devi. Every time the specific seed mantra being uttered, then the intelligent devotee should recite the stotras and subsequently of the dakshina's presence with devotion to the brahmanas. The radical or the specific seed mantra is the 8-lettered mantra Shreem Hreem Kleem Svaitre Svaha. So the sages know. Shreem Hreem Kleem Svaitre Svaha. This is the stotra as stated in the Madhyandina Sakya. Madhyandina Sakya gives fruits of all desires. I am now speaking to you of that mantra, the life of the Brahmanas. Listen attentively. O Narada, Savitri was given to Brahma in the ancient times of old in the region of Goloka by Krishna. But Savitri did not come to Brahmaloka with Brahma. Then by the command of Krishna, Brahma praised the mother of the Vedas. And when she got pleased, she accepted Brahma as her husband. Brahma said, Thou art the everlasting existence, intelligence and bliss. Thou art Mula Prakriti. Thou art Hiranyagarbha. Thou didst get pleasure, O fair one. Thou art of the nature of fire and energy. Thou art the highest. Thou art the highest bliss and the caste of the twice born. Dost thou get appeased, O fair one? Thou art eternal, dear to the eternal. Thou art of the nature of the everlasting blessed, O Devi. O thou the all auspicious one, O fair one, best thou satisfied. Thou art the form of all omnipresent. Thou art the essence of all mantras of the Brahmanas. Higher than the highest, thou art the bestower of happiness and the liberator, O Devi, O fair one, beast now appeased. Thou art like the burning flame to the fuel of sins of the Brahmanas. O thou, the bestower of Brahma Teja, the light of Brahma, O Devi, O fair one, best appeased. By the mere remembrance, all the sins to me, my body, mind, and speech are burnt to ashes. Thus saying, the creator of the world reached the assembly there. Then Savitri came to the Brahmaloka with Brahma. The king Asvapati chanted this stotra to Savitri and saw her and got from her the desired boons. Whosoever recited this highly sacred king of stotras after Sandhya Bandhanam quickly acquires the fruits of studying the Vedas. Here ends the 26th chapter of the 9th book on the narration of Savitri in Srimad Devi Bhagavatam of 18,000 verses by Maharishi Vedvyasa. Om Jayanti Mangalakari Bhadrakali Kaparitakash. Om Tuya Mata Chapita Tuya Bandhu Shachasaka Tuya Shanti Shanti.